And yeah, let's do the last and final day. You're wandering around campus under the pretense of scouring the grounds one last time for any stray belongings, but you actually wanted to spend some time alone to reflect on the past year. A smile crosses your face when you walk past Academagia's main gates. All the worries plaguing you when you first crossed those gates swim back into your mind. What if no one liked you? What if you chose the wrong college? What if you were unteachable? You certainly didn't need to stress over such silly matters. You found plenty of friends you couldn't imagine being in another college, and you're pleased with your development progress. But then a question suddenly pops into your head. How much have you changed? Did it actually matter what college you went to? Have your attributes improved all that much? You don't feel much different. Apparently, your self doubts have surfaced full force from the back of your mind. How will you think them away? So, this is based on our attributes. So, looking at our attributes over here, our highest one is insight, which is at 9. Um, just in case, future James, editing James, put in our attributes from the beginning of the game. Just do that right now. Okay? Cool. Now, I don't think our insight was much higher than 5 when we began. I'm not sure though. So I feel like going up to 9 was probably the most significant change. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we started with insight 7 or something. Well, even then, that's still pretty high going up to 9. Either way, we're going to go with your powers of insight have grown considerably. You always thought that insight was your biggest asset when you entered Academagia, and you're sure your classes as well as your many adventures have strengthened your insight even more. You can deduce whom to trust and whom to watch out for with a single glimpse. You can even guess the motives of animals. Who needs book smarts when your uncanny insight is guiding the way? Your insight has surely improved in the course of a year. With your confidence assuaged, you head back to your dorm. Before returning to your dorm, however, you decide to take a detour into the school's gardens. The memories here, not all of them are wholly pleasant, like that time that gardener tried to make me become a gardener, but I told him to F off. But they will provide great stories to tell your family. Speaking of which, you begin imagining how your family will greet you. Will they be thrilled at your return, fuss over how much you've grown, or chide you for not doing your chores straight away? Maybe you should instead dwell on how you'll spend your summer vacation. Who knows how your summer will go? Your summer days will be filled with rimball. Oh dear summer vacation, can't you just stay here? I think this last one is because we took the black sheep aspect, because our family is a bunch of sky pirates and we respect the law. I kind of know what the oh dear summer vacation is gonna be like, but I think that's the most that's the one we want to do, because who knows how your summer vacation will go is kind of boring. Your summer days will be filled with rimball. While our character has a good fitness, I don't think he's super into rimball. Like, he'll play a game, but I don't think he'll spend every day doing it. So, oh dear, summer vacation, can't you just stay here? You can imagine it now. As soon as you open the front door, your family will give you a litany of chores to do. You'll be lucky if you even get a hello or welcome back out of them. What's worse is that you'll probably spend the entire summer fixing up the house, your family expecting you to magic everything right again. You'll miss Netta and Duran most of all. Two interesting choices. You'll have to think of them and Academagia every time you feel lonesome. Hopefully the summer will fly by. So yeah, this is very much the Harry Potter choice, it feels like. Netta, I understand, we have a 10 relationship with her. She's in our clique. A little surprised Duran's on here, that we're gonna miss him most of all. As we have a 5 with him, which is pretty good. We're probably good friends. Maybe we were dorm buddies, I don't know. But yeah, like, I'm surprised they didn't put Prudence or Olivia there instead. But whatever. That's just how it goes, I guess. Maybe it looks for, like, it takes, like, one of your top people, because I got a couple people at 10, or higher. And then it takes someone that's more middling. Maybe. I don't know. That's just me talking out my ass. Before you reach the garden's exit, you notice something strange. A piece of pale pink cloth is tangled in some shrubs. You pick it up and examine it. Ah, you recognize this anywhere. It's a pirate's bandana. Some unfortunate pirate probably left it behind trying to hurriedly escape campus grounds. Since the traditional pirate bandana is scarlet, this one must have been lost quite a long time ago. The thought of pirates make you think back on the strange happenings this year. Who could forget the violent clash between the Minta guards and the pirates? Definitely not us, as we were very involved in that. Or the rise of the floating islands, again, very involved in that. And the terrifying supernatural storms, again, very involved in that. Indeed, this past year has brought a lot of chaos to the campus. At least it distracted your nervous energy elsewhere. Nothing like the sudden appearance of a giant island in the sky to get your mind off of a brutal exam. Although the more you think about it, some of your classes could inspire dread that ranked right up there with the turmoil Minta faced. The first couple of months at school were definitely intimidating, but enough thinking about that. You're done with your first year and all the challenges facing new students. You're rather focused on happy memories. Your favorite class, for instance, cleared your self-doubts and cheered you up whenever you were down. That class was history, negation, favorite class, what favorite class, and then, yeah. So this pretty much takes all our classes and we choose. And I'm going to go with negation because negation is pretty much what we're really good at. I think history is also up there. It must be because it's quite up there. But let's see. Negation, we're at 13. We have a 10 study level. History, we have a 10 and 11. Yeah, I think negation. Also, negations are really cool. So I think we'll go with that. Slowing down time, dampening sound waves, and otherwise altering your environment, negation spells have always fascinated you. The best offense is a good defense. After all, and negation provides the best spells for protection. Whenever the stresses of Academagia got to be too much, all you have to do is cast a few negation spells, and you regain confidence in your magical abilities. You never had a problem paying attention BRD's class. In fact, as soon as you entered the room, with its unique floor bedecked with arcane symbols, circles of power, and shimmering wards, you felt like smiling. Yes, negation was definitely your favorite class. Okay, you swear you'll return to your dorm now. No more stalling by giving yourself one last tour of the campus. You forbid yourself from reminiscing. You still need to pack a few last things after all. Just when you turn back, you hear a scream pierce the air. Well, you can't ignore that, can you? You race towards the forest where you heard the yell. You find Ellis Rotmundine and some sort of ghoul holding her captive, pulling her deeper into the woods. Help, Ellis screams. A Ussa school has got me. Help! An Ussa school? You've never even heard of one before. Something seems fishy. But all the same, you can't leave Else in what seems to be a dire situation. You yell at the monster to let her go. Gwahaha! The ghoul grumbles. Never! You pull out your wand preparing to cast a strong curse when Else yells again. It's an Ussa school. It's impervious to your spells, she shouts. It's only intimidated by great acts of talent. Please do something. What's the strongest skill you should demonstrate to scare off this foul creature? Negation. Again, we're really good at it. Also, behold your fierce music skills would be funny. But again, our best skill is negation, and I think we should demonstrate our negation. You unleash a powerful negation spell, your surroundings turn pitch black. When you undo the spell, the ghoul is gone, and Else is free. Thanks, she says. I can't believe I got nabbed like that. I mean, I let my guard down in the forest since, it's nearly summer vacation. That thing grabbed me. You feel a sense of pride swell within you. Who knew your negation skills were so great you could scare off a ghoul? You have really come a long way. Oh dear, you're reminiscing again. You're nearly to your dorm when you see something out of the corner of your eye. Was that Mr. Pebbles? You could have sworn it was him, But Mr. Pebbles raced away too quickly, and you don't know where he's gone. Perhaps he wanted to see the grounds one last time, too. You try calling his name, but he won't come. Is he upset with you? Maybe, probably. You'll have to track down Mr. Pebbles. Given what little time you have left at Academagia, you don't want him to get left behind. But how will you find him? Forget about searching. I guess that works. We didn't really spend time with Mr. Pebbles, like I was saying before. Mr. Dr. Pebbles. If year 2 ever comes out, I hope they let you change your familiar's name, because I would love to change Mr. Pebbles to Mr. Dr. Pebbles, or Mr. Sir Dr. Pebbles, or something like that. I wish I thought about that a year or years ago, whenever this started. I don't even know anymore. But yeah, forget about searching. You won't worry yourself about your familiar. After all, you were never that close with Mr. Pebbles. If Mr. Pebbles really wants to come back home with you, then he can find you. And he always does. Alright, so, this is gonna end bad. Yay, the credits! But oh no, there was supposed to be more! Options there. However could this have happened? Okay, look. This is my second time recording this ending. Because the first time I did it, this happened, and I knew there was more, like, events to do. But for whatever reason, after the pet one, the familiar one, it goes to credits. I don't know why. It's really weird. My last recording was supposed to be, like, maybe 45 minutes long. Like, right now, we're at 38 minutes. That's how long this should have been. But instead, it turned out to be an hour long, and it was just going to be a mess to edit, and the audio wasn't that great. I don't know if the audio is going to be great for this one, but I don't know. So, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the credits to end. I am going to bring up the mod tools. I found the ending in the mod tools. It's cleverly listed as ending, if you want to ever look for that yourself. And we'll just do a cold reading off of that. It's the best I can do. It makes an autosave at the end, so hopefully in year 2 I can use the save. But yeah. So let me pull up the mod tools here. We did familiar, so the next one is possessions. Next to the entrance of your dorm, you see random character and random character arguing. You're not going to get very far with astrology. Glamour is the class you should be taking next year, random student says. Astrology is much more useful than glamour, random student snaps back, but I can see why flashy magic distracts you. What do you think? Random student demands, suddenly turning to you. What's the most useful area of magic to you? Drat, how did you get dragged into this argument? You give an evasive answer. All magic spells and themes are beneficial to society. When you're going back home, you're looking forward to helping your community. Astrology enables you to tweak a person's unfavorable fate, and glamour can brighten anyone's day. Revision can help you acquire a much-needed object to replace a yeah. Nice sentiment, random student interrupts, but which field is the best? You better pick the field you're most knowledgeable in. These two simply seem to want to pick apart anyone's arguments. So the exits here are all going to be the magic you can do, plus I think it's like astrology or astrology, the theory of astrology. So one or two. So we're going to go with negation. Again, it's the best. Can I fail at this? Okay. I was just curious. You answer confidently that negation is the field with the most potential. If you master negation, you can master anything. Negation themes are building blocks of all other spells, and you can learn useful defenses against anything in this field of magic. You tell them you're looking forward to learning more negation and perhaps even being a pioneer in the field in my detective agency, devising new themes and spells. That's quite interesting, random student says. Thanks, random student says. Your argument gave me a lot to think about. You're brilliant! Aren't we special? So next up is travel. Finally, you reached your dorm. Now all you need to do is pack your belongings. Whenever you pick up a book or a piece of paper or a trinket, you can't help but think of the people associated with that item. Something as simple as a quill reminds you of the time you and Prudence got into trouble for passing notes during class. You're halfway through your organizing when you hear a knock on the door. "It's me," the voice announces. With only a few words to go by, you can't match the voice to the face. You ask who it is again. "Me!" the voice yells. Maybe if you close your eyes tight and imagine who you want to be there, your vision will come true. You have the choice to choose, your college, so people from your college will come and say goodbye. Your acquaintances, so if you don't really have a clique, but you have some good friends, they would come by, or one of them would come by. And then there's rivals. If you have a bad relationship with someone, they'll come by. But we're going to go with friends, which is our clique. It's probably a member of your clique. We're going to say all members of my clique. You open the door, and to your surprise, not only is it one of your friends, it's everyone from your close-knit circle. After a long conversation about your summer plans and reliving your greatest moments from earlier this year, the detectives of Academagia leaves you alone to pack. You can't help but smile after the visit. You sure are going to miss them until school starts again. And, I think this is the last one. Belongings packed? Check. Familiar at your side? Check. Goodbyes? Check, although another round of those couldn't hurt anyone. Although you feel as though you're forgetting something, you know you're prepared for the journey home. You're excited about your return, knowing you've grown wiser and stronger this past year. You can't wait to show family and friends just how much you've grown and the skills you've learned. Not to mention, you're thrilled you won't be burdened with studying every night, and yet something seems amiss. What is it? So there's only one exit for this, and it's automatic. It's not so much something you're missing, but more about what you can't take with you. And in this case, it's Academagia itself. The students, the atmosphere, the halls, the character, everything. Except perhaps the food. You can't exactly haul an entire college campus and its inhabitants back home, right? Although, perhaps with a little bit of magic. No. You're being far too silly. As you tidy up your room and organize your last bag, you consider one last walk around the campus. After all, you spent most of your past year here. What's wrong with wanting to take a few more minutes soaking it all in? While you may only be gone for the summer, you want to crystallize this carefree day in your memory for a long time. And then the credits roll. Yeah, it kind of sucks that it did that. I don't know why. Maybe it's because we came in from, old Academagia to this new version. But yeah, it kind of sucks. But hey, that was Academagia. We are finally done. It only took like a year and a half or 2 years. I don't even know anymore. Of playing this on and off again. If you watched this whole series, holy crap, you are amazing. Thank you for sticking around and watching me. If you're not already subscribed, maybe subscribe or watch my other videos and see if you like them and then subscribe. If I continue to post videos, that will be one of the best ways to know if I'm, posting videos. Or you can follow my Twitter account. It should be on the end screen and in the description below, or in my About Me page, but it's like Slugbed James at Twitter, however that works. I mostly post when I upload, and if I ever try streaming in the future, which I'm thinking about, I'll make a post up on Twitter as well about me streaming. I don't know. That's maybe far off from now. Again, thank you for watching this. I can't believe we're done. Just so you know, it does make an autosave right here. So if year 2 ever comes out, maybe not a full Let's Play, but, maybe I'll do an hour or two playing year 2. If it ever comes out. Again, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and bye. Oh man, how did we get here?